Hello students, this is our second lecture on topic Introduction to Power Plant. In this lecture we are going to discuss about two more types of power plants, that is hydroelectric power plant and diesel power plant. Figure shows general layout of hydroelectric power plant. It shows important components like reservoir, dam, penstock which is used to carry water from dam to the turbine, hydraulic turbine, then generator connected with the turbine, electric connection line to the main grid, and head available to the turbine. Water from dam is carried to the turbine where it is expanded over the turbine blades, due to which mechanical output is generated by the turbine. This mechanical output is given to the generator, due to which electricity is generated, and that electricity is connected to the main grid lines. Water, after expanding over the turbine, it is coming down to the tail race. From tail race it is discharged into the canal or into the river. There are some important points which should be considered while installing hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant is completely dependent on natural water, that is rainwater. That's why this plant should be located in heavy rainfall site. So there are some important points which should be considered while installing hydroelectric power plant. See, number one is quantity of water available. Hydroelectric power plant needs large quantity of water. That water should be stored into the dam, and we can utilize that water when it is required to generate the electricity. So site selected should have adequate quantity of water. Next is availability of head and storage capacity. Whatever water is available, it should be with sufficient head, and there should be a facility to store that water. Next is distance from power demand centers. The power plant should not be located at longer distance from demand centers so as to avoid transmission losses, so as to avoid transmission cost. Next is load bearing capacity of soil. We should know about the details of load bearing capacity of soil for that particular location. Next is availability of construction material. Whatever material is required to construct that hydroelectric power plant, that should be easily available at that location. Transportation facility for laborers, transportation facility for any raw material, transportation facility for any type of material required for power plant. That facility of transportation should be available easily. And last is the site should be free from earthquake damages. Okay, so we can say that area, that location or that site should not be center of earthquake. Okay, so that's why all these factors are important, or these factors are selected while installing any hydroelectric power plant. There are some advantages and disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. First of all, we will see what are the advantages. Number one is its operational cost is low. That's why per unit generation cost is low. Input energy required is available naturally. Water is naturally available. That's why we don't have to spend much more expenses over its input. That's why per unit generation cost is low. Number two is these plants are reliable as compared to other plants. Starting and stopping of these plants are possible in very short time as compared to thermal and nuclear power plant. Next, there is no any combustion of fuel. That's why no ash disposal problem. Next is longer life, about 50 years. Last is plants can be used as base load and peak load plants. It is possible to use this plant in both way. Next is disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. Number one is they are completely dependent on rainfall. We are using rainwater to generate the electricity to run the turbine. That's why these plants are completely dependent on rainwater. Number two is they are located away from the load centers, hence required long transmission lines. This is another disadvantages. They are located in heavy rainfall sites, in hilly areas. That's why most of the times these plants are located away from the load centers or demand centers. That's why transmission cost increases. And last is time required for development of such plant is high. This plant needs huge construction. That's why it takes longer time for its complete development. These are the advantages and disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. This is another type of power plant, that is diesel power plant. Figure shows general layout of diesel power plant. It consists of diesel engine which is used to generate the mechanical output. This mechanical output is given to the generator. With the help of generator, we are generating the electricity. Then there is fuel supply lines. It consists of fuel tank, fuel filter, fuel pump, fuel injector. Then there is air compressor which is used to compress the natural air. This compressed air then supplied to the engine for combustion purpose. Then there is lubrication lines are provided. It consists of lubrication oil supply pump, oil filter. Then this cooling oil is coming out of diesel engine, is again sent to the condenser for cooling purpose. Then there is silencer or chimney is provided to expel out the exhaust gases from the engine. All these are the important components of diesel power plant. When diesel engine begins to rotate, these rotations are connected with the generator. Generator generates the electricity through these rotations. Fuel tank is used to supply the required quantity of fuel through the injector. There is fuel filter so as to avoid any dirt or dust from the fuel. Compressed air is supplied to start the combustion with the help of air compressor. Lubricating oil is supplied with the help of lubrication oil pump through the filter. This oil, after cooling in diesel engine, comes out and supplied to the condenser. Condenser is either air cooled or water cooled. Generally water cooled condensers are used here. Then again this oil after cooling is supplied to the lubrication oil tank, and through this tank it is again supplied to the diesel engine. This is general layout and working of diesel power plant. These plants are utilized as standby source of power, or we can use these plants as mobile plants. In railways and ships, these plants are widely used. These plants are very reliable to use in industries also. They can be used to generate the power up to 50 megawatt. There are some important parameters which are to be considered while installing diesel power plant. Number one is load bearing capacity of soil should be high so as to reduce depth of foundation. To avoid any settlement of foundation, load bearing capacity of soil should be known. Next is transportation facility should be available. Transportation facility required for laborers or for transportation of any raw material, it should be available easily. Plants should be located near the load center. These plants should be located near the load center so as to avoid any transmission charges. Sufficient quantity of water should be available. Water required for various purpose in power plant should be available easily. Labor should be available easily. For efficient working of power plant, there is requirement of laborers. It should be available easily. And last is land for future expansion. For future expansion, if there is any requirement of land, the site should provide sufficient amount of land for its future expansion. Then There are some advantages and disadvantages of diesel power plant. First of all, we will see what are its advantages. It can respond to varying loads without any difficulty. We can use this plant as per our requirements. It can be used for small requirements or it can be used for continuous requirement also. Next is it occupies less space as compared to other plants. Less space is required. Number 3 is for same capacity, diesel plant is compact and smaller than thermal power plant. Next is requires less quantity of water for cooling purpose as compared to other power plants. Quantity of cooling water required is very less. No problem of ash handling system. There is no use of coal. That's why there is no problem of ash handling unit. Next point is disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. First is its operating cost is high because fuel required is costly. Next is high maintenance and lubrication cost. Third is capacity of diesel plant is limited. They cannot be constructed in larger size. This is major drawback. In diesel plant, noise is serious problem. In this power plant, we are using diesel engine. That's why this operation is noisy. Diesel power plants cannot supply overload continuously, whereas steam power plants can work under 20% overload continuously. So this is another drawback of diesel power plant. We cannot overload diesel power plant beyond its capacity. But in steam power plant, we can use that plant 25% overloaded continuously. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of diesel power plant.